Hi, I'm Troy Rosasco from Turley, Redmond, Rosasco, and Rosasco, and I'm a New York Social Security disability lawyer. Today I'm going to talk to you about the requirements of what you have to prove in order to get Social Security disability. When Social Security evaluates your case, they use what they call a 5-step sequential evaluation process. Well, what does that mean? That's just big lawyer jargon to say, you know what, we're going to look at this in order. And these are the questions we're going to ask first. So what's the first question they ask in evaluating your case? Well, the first question they ask is, are you working? Well, you would think that that's a pretty simple question, but sometimes it isn't, okay? Bottom line is, if you're working and you're earning right now above $720 per month, you cannot get Social Security disability in 99 out of 100 cases, okay? So if you're working despite a very severe condition that you've been diagnosed with, okay, you cannot get Social Security disability. Let me give you an example. Had a client of mine come in the other day. He owns his own security firm. He's still working. He's still collecting a salary despite his diagnosis of cancer. He has multiple myeloma. You would think that a person with multiple myeloma would be a layup for Social Security disability. But no, if he can work despite his very serious diagnosis, which could lead to death, then he's not going to get Social Security disability until he stops working. That's the first step. Let's assume you get over that hurdle, okay? You're not working. Then the next step is a pretty easy step to get over. Social Security asks whether or not your condition is severe. Well, the courts have ruled that that question really ties into whether or not you're working. It's a de minimis standard, a small hurdle. If you're not working and you have a nosebleed, that can be severe enough to get you Social Security disability. That's almost how severe it has to be. So don't worry about that step. The third step is a step that is very important but isn't used much in winning Social Security disability cases. Social Security has a big book where they list a bunch of different diseases and illnesses, okay, that you might have. And if your disease and illness reaches the severity of the listing in that book, then you automatically get it. Whether or not you truly can work or not, if you meet the severity in that book, you get Social Security disability. Let's assume for a second, like you're like most people, and you do not meet a listing under the Social Security guidelines. Then the fourth question and the fourth hurdle they ask is, can you do what you used to do? If you can do what you used to do, then you lose. You don't win Social Security. Let's assume you can't do what you used to do. Let's assume you were the butcher, okay, who can't be a butcher any longer. Then they go to the fifth step and they ask, okay, Mr. Butcher, if you can't be a butcher any longer, what else could you do? Or do you have any transferable skills that could let you do something less physical if you had a physical problem? That's the fifth step, and that's probably the step where we really win the vast majority of our cases. And we prove that not only can a person not do what they used to be able to do, their own occupation, but they really can't do any occupation. Why am I telling you this? Because I want you to call me. I do this every day, and I'd be glad to answer your questions. My name's Troy Rosasco, and you can reach me at 1-877-NYDB-LAW. Thank you.